Dear students, hello and welcome to my class. This is Lama Farkar. I think you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine, dear students. Today I am here to conduct the third and last class on chapter 7 from your Bangladesh and Global Studies book. So dear students, before the start of our today's class, I would like to show some pictures to you. So this is the first picture. Basically, this is the picture of a Union Council of our country. This is the pictures of the Upazila Council of our country, and this is the pictures of a Jila Council of our country. And next picture, and this is the pictures of a Poroshaba of our country, and this is the last picture, and this is a city corporation. This is a picture of a city corporation of our country. So, dear students, can you tell me something about these pictures? Dear students, I think you can. Basically, today I am going to take this class on local governments of Bangladesh. Okay, so this is the main point of our today's class. So, dear students, before the start of the main part of our today's class, I would like to show our today's learning outcome. After the class, you will be able to say about local government, then you will be able to describe about the Union Council, then you will be able to describe about the Upazila Council, then you will be able to describe about District Council, then you will be able to describe about the Poroshaba, and at last you will be able to describe about the City Corporation. Okay, so this is the learning outcome of our today's class. Now I'm going to start our today's class. At first, I'm going to discuss about local government. Basically, local government is such a government which is run by an elected group of people, which is responsible to run the local administration and maintain development works in local area. So this is the definition of local government. Now I'm going to show you two definitions of a local government on screen, and these two definitions I have taken from your textbook. So the first definition of local government is the local government is a system of government which is elected by the common people to run the local administration and maintain development works. Now I am going to show the second definition on local government. So this is the definition. Local government is such a government which works in a small area to solve the local problem systematically. Okay, so these two definitions are very pragmatic definitions, and you can write down these two definitions when you will write down the questions regarding local government. Definitely you will get very good marks in your examination. So dear students, now I am going to show the structure of the local government of Bangladesh. Basically, in our country, we can see two types of local governments. Okay, the local governments of village area or rural area, and the local governments of urban area or town area. Okay, now I am going to show you the layers of the local governments in village area. Basically, there are three layers of local government in village area. These are Union Council, then Upazila Council, and then District Council. Now I'm going to show the layers of the local governments in urban area. Basically, there are two layers. These are Poroshaba, and next on is City Corporation. So, dear students, now I am going to discuss about these layers of local governments of our country. First of all, I am going to discuss about Union Council. So the first information regarding Union Council is type of local government. Basically, Union Council is the primary level of local government in rural areas. So this is the first information regarding Union Council. Then the second information regarding Union Council is numbers of Union Council in our country. There are 4,553 Union Council. So this is the answer. And next information is working area. Several villages are the working area of the Union Council. And next information regarding Union Council is composition. Basically, there are 13 members of a union council. Among the 13 members, one is elected chairman, and nine are the members who are elected directly from 9 votes, and 3 are reserved for women. So this is the composition of the union council. So that's all about the basic information regarding union council. Now I am going to discuss about the functions of union council. The first function is to make and to implement plans to develop the union council. Okay, so at first the union council will take some plans for the development of the union. At the same time, the union council will try to implement these plans for the development of the union. So this is one of the functions of the union council. So next point is to arrange pure drinking order. Okay, to arrange the pure drinking order for the people of the union is one of the functions of the union council. Next point is to help affected people and rehabilitate them. Okay, and here the union council will take all of the measures to help the affected people from different natural calamities. Okay, say for example, the union council help the people who are affected by flood, who are affected by drought, etc. So this is the point, and this is one of the functions of the union council. Next function is to keep environment clean. Okay, and the union council will take all of the measures to keep the environment neat and clean of the union. So this is one of the functions of the union council. Next point is to make agreement for first aid. Basically, the union council will take all of the measures to keep first aid for the primary treatment of any emergency situation. Okay, so this situation, so this is one of the functions of the union council. Next function is to ensure family planning programs. So basically, the Union Council will take all of the measures to ensure the family planning programs which are instructed by the central government. So this is one of the functions of the Union Council. Next point is to arrange programs to give award for poor meritorious students. Sometimes the Union Council should arrange programs to give award to the poor meritorious students to encourage the poor meritorious students in education. So this is one of the functions. Next point is to end adult education. Dear students, you know, all education is called the backbone of the nation. Okay, so the Indian Council should build education center for the old people, for the aged people. Okay, so this is one of the functions of the Indian Council. Next point is to maintain law and order. So at first you have to understand law and order means the Union Council is responsible to ensure to maintain the peace and security of the people of the union in peaceful manner. So this is one of the functions of the Union Council. Next topic is to make awareness about different social problems. And sometimes the Union Council should arrange different awareness programs to aware the people about different social problems like child marriage, like child labor, okay, etc. So this is one of the functions of the Union Council. Next function is to settle the local disputes peacefully. Sometimes the Union Council settles the local dispute in peaceful manner. So this is one of the functions of the Union Council, and that's all about the functions of the Union Council. And this topic is highly important for a creative person, so you have to give much attention on this topic. Okay. So dear students, now I am going to discuss about Upazila Council. So the first information regarding Upazila Council is type of local government. Basically, this is the second layer of local government in rural area. The second information regarding the Upazila Council is numbers of Upazila in our country. There are 490 Upazilas. Okay, Upazila Council. And next information is working area. All of the Union Council under the Upazila are the working area of the Upazila Council. So this is one of the information regarding Upazila Council. And next information is composition. Basically, Upazila Council consists of on elected chairman, on vice chairman, on women vice chairman, and all the chairman of the Union Council, chairman of all Purushabhus, and on third women member. So that's all about the basic information regarding Upazila Council. Now I'm going to discuss about the functions of the Upazila Council. The first function of the Upazila Council is to take necessary short and long-term development projects, including 5 years plan. So this is the first function of the Upazila Council. Second function is to implement government projects. Okay, so that means the Upazila Council implements government projects in all of the Union Council under it. So this is one of the functions of the Upazila Council. Next function is to supervise government projects. That means the Upazila Council supervises government projects in all of the Upazilas under it. So this is one of the functions. Next function is to coordinate government projects. That means the Upazila Council coordinates the government projects in all of the Union Council under it. So this is one of the functions. And next function is to construct road and bridges of the Indian Council. Basically, the Upazila Council is responsible to construct roads and bridges in all of the Indian Council under it. So this is one of the functions of the Upazila Council. So that's all about the Upazila Council, and this topic is highly important for creative question. So you have to give much attention on this topic. So dear student, now I'm going to discuss about district council. The first information regarding district council is type of local government. Basically, this is the highest level of local government in rural area. This is the first information regarding district council. The second information regarding the district council is numbers of district councils in our country. There are 60 on district councils. Okay, and next information is working area. Okay, and all of the Upazilas, Union Council and Purushabhas under district are the working area of the district council. And last information regarding district council is composition of district council. Basically, the district council consists of on indirectly elected chairman, all of the commissioners of the city corporations under the city corporation under the district, all chairmen of upazilas, all mayors and councillors of the parishioners, and all the chairmen and the members of the Indian Council. So that's all about the basic information regarding district council. So dear students, now I am going to discuss about the functions of district council. The first function is reviewing all the development programs of the districts. As the highest level of local government in rural area, the district council reviews all of the development projects of the district. So this is one of the functions of district council. Next point is establish library, construct roads and bridges. Okay, so the district council will try to encourage people to start to read books. So the district council should build libraries. At the same time, the district council should to construct roads and bridges. Okay, so these are the functions of district council. Next function is tree plantation program. The district council will take all of the measures to implement the tree plantation program. Okay, so this is one of the functions. Next function is cooperating the development programs of the upazilas. Okay, as the highest level of the local government in rural area, the district council coordinates all of the development programs of the upazila. So this is one of the functions. Next function is executing all the government programs in districts. Okay, the district council executes all of the government programs in districts. This is one of the functions. And next function is look after educational institution. As the highest level of local government in rural area, the district council is responsible to look after all types of educational institutions under it. Okay, so this is one of the functions. Next function is patronize sport and culture. That means the district council will should patronize sport and culture and should arrange different sports and cultural events. Okay, so this is one of the functions. Next function is social affairs. Sometimes the district council will take different measures for development of society. So this is one of the functions of district council. And next function is economic development of the district. The district council is responsible to take some measures for the economic development of the district. So this is one of the functions of district council. Next point is improve public health care. Okay, the district council is responsible to improve the public health care. And here the district council should build public health care centers, okay, or hospitals in districts. So this is one of the functions of district council. Next point is take action against juvenile delinquency. So dear students, juvenile delinquency is one of the problems of our country, and the district council is responsible to reduce the juvenile delinquency rate in society. So this is one of the functions of district council. Next function is make and repairment of bridges and culverts. So this is very easy to understand, and this is one of the functions. And last functions of the district council is improve the sewer system. Okay, poor sewer system is very common scenario of our country, so the district council will try to improve the sewer system. So that's all about the functions of district council, and this topic is highly important for a creative question. So dear students, now I'm going to discuss about Purushavas or municipalities. So the first information regarding Purushava is type of local government. Basically, Purushava is the lower level of local government in urban areas. So this is the first information regarding Purushava. Second information regarding Purushava is numbers of Purushava. In our country, there are 325 Purushavas. Okay, so this is the information. And next information is working area. Basically, Purushoba works like the Union Council in rural areas. Okay, so this is the information. And last information is composition. Basically, Purushoba consists of on-air councillors and councillors from the reserve seat. So that's all about the basic information regarding Purushoba. Now I am going to discuss about the functions of Purushoba. The first function is making arrangement for drinking water and removing the blockade water. Okay, and the Purushoba will take all of the measures to ensure pure drinking water for the people of the town. And at the same time, the Purushoba will take all of the measures to remove the blockade water. So these are the functions of the Purushoba. Next function is control the sale of unhygienic and adulterated food. So in town area we can see the sale of unhygienic and adulterated food, and this unhygienic and adulterated food is not good for health. Okay, so the Purushoba will take all of the measures to control the sale of unhygienic and adulterated food. So this is one of the functions of Purushoba. Next function is adopting plan and implementing them for maintaining a good environment in the city. The Purushoba will take all of the measures, all of the steps to keep the environment of the town neat and clean. And here the Purushoba will take some plans and will try to implement them. So this is one of the functions. Next function is arrange the poor construction of houses and homes. In town areas, we can see the poor construction of houses and homes. And these poor construction of houses and homes are very dangerous for people. So the Purushoba will take enough measures to arrange the poor construction of houses and homes. So this is one of the functions of Purushoba. Next function is constructing and maintaining the roads and controlling vehicle movement. So dear students, traffic jam is very common scenario in town area. Okay, and so the Purusha will take all of the measures to halt the vehicle movement. At the same time, the Purusha should take all of the measures to construct and maintain the roads. So these are the functions of Purusha. Next function is planting phase of both sides of the road. Basically, the Purushoba will take all of the measures for the beautification of the town of the city. Okay, so to plant trees of the both sides of the road is one of the functions of Purushoba. Next function is establishing parks and gardens. The brochure is should establish parks and gardens. Gardens for the children for playing. Okay, so this is one of the functions. And last function is establish public library and improve sewer system. The Purushoba should build public libraries to increase the common people to study books. And at the same time, the Purushoba will take all of the measures to improve the sewer system. Okay, so that's all of the functions of Purushoba. Okay, and this topic is highly important for creative question. So dear students, now I'm going to discuss about city corporation. So the first information regarding city corporation is type of local government. Basically, the city corporation is the highest level of local government. So this is the first information regarding city corporation. The second information regarding city corporation is numbers of city corporation. Basically, there are 12 city corporations in our country. Okay, so this is the answer. And next information is working area. Basically, big cities of Bangladesh are the working area of city corporation. And last information regarding city corporation is composition. The corporation consists of unelected mayor and other councillors. So that's all about the basic information regarding city corporation. Now I'm going to discuss about the functions of the city corporation. So dear students, the functions of the city corporation and the functions of the Purushoba are same. So I will not discuss about the functions of the city corporations. Now basically I'm going to just read out the functions of city corporation. So the first function is making arrangement of drinking water and improving the blockage water. Second function is control the sale of unhygienic and adulterated food. Third function is adopting plan and implementing them for maintaining a good environment in the city. Next on is arrange the poor construction of the houses and homes, and next on is constructing and maintaining the roads and controlling vehicle movement. Next one is planting trees of the both sides of the road, then establishing parks and gardens, and last one is establish public library and improve sewer system. So that's all about the functions of city corporation, and this topic is highly important for a creative question. So dear students, now I am going to start the new part of our today's class, that is the evaluation part. Here I am going to ask some questions to you and you will try to give the right answer of this question, though I will give the right answer of this question. So my first question is, what is local government? Basically, local government is such a government which is run by an elected group of people which is responsible to run the local administration and maintain development works in local areas. So this is the definition of local government. Next question is, how many types of local government are there in the rural area of Bangladesh? Basically, there are three types of local governments, and these are Union Council, Upazila Council, and District Council. So this is the answer of this question. Next question is, how many types of local governments are there in the urban area of Bangladesh? Basically, there are two types of local governments. These are Purushoba or municipality and the city corporation. So this is the answer of this question. Next question is, how many Indian councils are there in Bangladesh? Basically, there are 4,553 Indian council in Bangladesh. And the last question is, how many Purushabas are there in Bangladesh? Basically, there are 325 Purushabas in Bangladesh. So that's all about the evaluation part. Now I am going to give some homeworks to you. So you have to write down the functions of the Union Council of Bangladesh. Then you have to write down the functions of the City Corporation of Bangladesh, and you have to submit the answers of these two questions to your respective subject teacher after the open your school. So dear students, if you want to watch my more video classes, you have to subscribe my YouTube channel, and the name of my YouTube channel is Lavan Vijay's Tutorial. Here you will get all of your classes. Dear students, that's all about our today's class. Thank you very much for being with me. Next time, see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz.